Lawmaking procedure in India. How an ordinary bill becomes an act. A proposal for legislation is known as a bill. The procedure for a government bill and private bill is same. There are three stages through which a bill has to pass in both houses of parliament before it becomes an act. First reading. A. The bill is introduced in either House of Parliament by a minister or by a private member. B. The mover of the bill has to take permission for leave of the House from the chair to introduce the bill. If the leave is granted, the bill is introduced. If the leave is opposed, the chair allows them to make statements. That is, the opposer and mover of the bill have to put forward their respective points of view to the members of the House. Thereafter, the bill is put to vote. C. After the bill is introduced, it is published in the Gazette of India. D. After introduction of the bill, the chair can refer the bill to the standing committee to consider the bill and submit its report to the House. The report is only an advice. Points to be noted. In case of ordinary and constitutional bill, it can be introduced in either House of Parliament. In case of money bill, it is introduced only in the Lok Sabha. Second reading. The bill is considered in the second reading. There are three options. A. To consider the bill at once. और उसका मतलब है कि बिल को तुरंत देखिए क्योंकि ये देश के लिए आवश्यक है. B. To circulate the bill for securing public opinion. The opinions received are laid before the House. और इसका मतलब है न्यूज़पेपर में बिल को छापा जाता है और लोगों के विचार जो मिलते हैं उसको घर के सामने रखा जाता है. C. To refer the bill either to the select committee or joint committee. का मतलब है कि दो कमिटीज हैं और बिल ये दो कमिटीज में किसी को भी रेफर किया जा सकता है. If the third option is selected, then the committee discusses the bill clause by clause and submits the report within the allotted time period to the House. Then the House discusses the bill clause by clause along with the report of the committee. The amendments can be moved and voted. The discussed and revised bill is then put to vote, and if it secures majority vote of the members present and voting, the bill moves for third reading. Third reading. A. In this stage, the mover of the bill moves that the bill be passed. The discussions are formal and only verbal amendments are allowed. B. The bill is put to vote as a whole. At this stage, the bill is not rejected and it secures the required vote of members present and voting. Then the bill is transmitted to the other house. Important point to be noted. In case of ordinary bill and money bill, simple majority of members present and voting. In case of constitutional bill, a majority of the total membership of the House and a majority of not less than 2/3 of the members present and voting. In case of a tie, the presiding officer of the concerned House can cast his casting vote right. Transmission of the bill to the other house. After the bill is transmitted to the other house, the bill goes through the same stages as described above. The options are: let us consider Lok Sabha as the original or the first house and the Rajya Sabha as the second house. A. If the bill is passed in its original form, then with the Speaker's signature, it is sent to the President for his assent. अगर बिल बिना चेंजेस पास हुआ तो स्पीकर के सिग्नेचर के साथ प्रेसिडेंट के हस्ताक्षर के लिए भेजा जाता है. B. If the bill is amended, the amended bill is returned to the originating house where the amendments are considered. If amendments are accepted, the originating house sends a message to the other house. अगर राज्यसभा बिल में चेंजेस लाना चाहती है तो उस बिल को लोकसभा में भेजती है और लोकसभा उस बिल को देखती है और अगर लोकसभा ने अमेंडमेंट्स को एक्सेप्ट किया तो लोकसभा राज्यसभा को एक मैसेज भेजती है कि हमने आपके अमेंडमेंट्स को एक्सेप्ट कर चुके हैं. C. If amendments are rejected, the originating house returns the bill with a message to the other house. In the process of sending the bill from one house to the other house, that is, the two houses do not come to an agreement, the President calls for a joint sitting of both houses to resolve the deadlock. The session is presided by the Speaker and requires simple majority. राज्यसभा जब अमेंडमेंट्स चाहती है और लोकसभा उस अमेंडमेंट को एक्सेप्ट नहीं करना चाहती है तो वो एक मैसेज भेज देती है राज्यसभा को कि हमने आपके अमेंडमेंट्स एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं. जब बिल एक घर से दूसरा घर बहुत दिनों के लिए जाता है तो प्रेसिडेंट दोनों घरों के बीच के विवाद को सुलझाने के लिए एक जॉइंट सिटिंग बुलाते हैं और इस जॉइंट सिटिंग को प्रिसाइड करते हैं स्पीकर और बिल पास होता है सिंपल मेजॉरिटी के जरिए. D. If the bill is not returned within 6 months of receipt of the bill to the originating house, then the President calls for a joint sitting of both houses to resolve the deadlock. The session is presided by the speaker and requires simple majority. अगर राज्यसभा ने लोकसभा को 6 महीने तक बिल वापस नहीं भेजती है तो प्रेसिडेंट विवाद को सुलझाने के लिए दोनों घरों को जॉइंट सिटिंग बुलाते हैं। इस सेशन को प्रिसाइड करते हैं स्पीकर और इस बिल को पास करने के लिए सिंपल मेजॉरिटी की आवश्यकता है। The Dowry Prohibition Act and the Prevention of Terrorist Act, ये दो एक्ट जॉइंट सिटिंग के जरिए पास हुआ है। Important point to be noted, in case of constitutional bill, there is no provision for a joint session in case of disagreement between the two houses of parliament. In case of money bill, there is no provision for joint sitting because the power of the Lok Sabha is absolute. Assent of the President. A bill passed in both houses of parliament is sent to the President for his assent. The options are: A. The President gives his assent and it becomes an act. The act is entered in the statute book and published in the Gazette of India. President अपने हस्ताक्षर देते हैं. B. The President withholds assent, it remains in his office. The President can put his assent at later time or the future presidents can put their assent. President अपने हस्ताक्षर नहीं देते हैं और वो बिल ऑफिस में रहता है. C. The President may return the bill for reconsideration with or without amendments. If the bill is passed by both houses with or without amendments, the President is bound to give his assent to it. President बिल को वापस भेजते हैं पार्लियामेंट को और कहते हैं दोबारा देखो, और जब पार्लियामेंट वापस पास करती है तो प्रेसिडेंट को अपना हस्ताक्षर देना पड़ता है. Point to be noted, in case of constitutional and money bill, the President cannot send back the bill to Parliament, nor can he withhold his assent.